Hello, welcome. It is the week before Christmas, and I don't know about your house, but it's a little busy here. And not only is it busy, but we've got sickness going around. So I hope you are having a healthy household and a peaceful Christmas. If you did my 12 Days of Wellness series, hopefully you've been able to incorporate some of those to decrease your stress, increase your peace and your joy, and your wellness. I know I'm doing all of those tips because I don't want to get sick. Right now, we have two boys with colds. One was throwing up the other day, and I don't want to get sick. So thankfully, with their, healthier immune systems, they've been able to bounce back quicker, I guess, although the bug that's going around is a rather quick one, so we're lucky. But anyway, today we get to talk about a tool that you already have, and we get to figure out how to harness it to set yourself up for success and create powerful results. So I am Esther. I am a holistic health coach. I've been a nurse for 16 years. My 10-year-old today, we're studying the digestive system in school, and I was kind of geeking out about it. I love it. It's one of my favorite systems in the body. It has, I was showing, it was a rather detailed chart in my anatomy book, and he's like, that might be exciting for somebody who's been a nurse for like 3 years. And I was like, no, I've been a nurse for way longer than 3 years. Try 16. He's like, oh, but it's not exciting for me. So anyway, I do love the body. I love the whole you, not just the body. You are made up of so much more than just a physical body. And staying healthy has to do with more than just what you can see. So yes, we talked about the digestive system today, but tonight we're going to talk about a little part of your brain. It's about the size of your pinky finger. It's called the RAS, Reticular Activating System. So hello to you who have joined. Hi, Sophia and Rebecca and Auntie Jan. Thanks for joining me. And to you all who are joining me in a replay, because I know a lot of you watch this later when it's convenient for you, and I love that Facebook makes these available. So welcome. Thanks for joining me. So right now is kind of the season where people are gearing up for New Year's resolutions, and I am not going to talk about New Year's resolutions because, as we all know, they're gone by February. They're a distant memory. So we're not going to talk about those. Let's talk about goals, not resolutions. We're going to talk about goals and your RAS and what you can do to succeed in those goals. Because I want you to be set up for success. I want you to have health in the whole of you. So your physical, your emotional, your spiritual, your nutritional, and your environmental. Look at you all healthy. So your reticular activating system, like I said, it's the size of your pinky, and it's a powerful thing. So going into your brain right now, this very second, you have millions of signals all trying to compete for attention. So just think, how is your right ankle right now? Before I said that, you had no clue how your right ankle was. Am I right? Give me a thumbs up if you had no idea of how your right ankle was. Give me a laughing face if you were already aware of your right ankle. Because our brain doesn't care about most of the things coming into us. Sure, we still have nerves going down to our right ankle, but who cares, right? Unless it's in pain, unless there's something wrong with it or irritating it, our brain just kind of ignores the nerve from our right ankle, from your left big toe. Various things in your environment. We just tune it out. And that's good because you have millions of things trying to all get into your brain every single second. Your brain can only process about 130 things per second, which is still a lot. Your reticular activating system, size of your pinky in your brain, it's the gateway, it's the gatekeeper to say what's important, what's coming through, and what's going to be ignored. So it's your reticular activating system that we want to talk about because your goal is something that we want you to focus on. When you set a goal and you make it vivid to your reticular activating system. I'm going to call it RAS because it's less syllables, okay? Your RAS knows that it should focus on it. So if you have ever gone out to get a new car or thought about getting a new car, you've picked the one that you want, you know what color you want, and all of a sudden you see it on the road everywhere. Now, there's not more of that car on the road. You are just tuned into it. So when you see one, you actually see it instead of it just driving by the highway like all the rest of them. When my kids are sick, I have told my brain that my priority is to keep my kids safe and healthy so I can be sound asleep. And I'm a good sleeper. I can be sound asleep. I can sleep through a thunderstorm. I can sleep through a lot of stuff. I cannot sleep through the sound of my kid 2 doors away starting to puke. I hear that in my sleep, and I am awake and out of the room heading for that kid to grab a bucket underneath his face or do something, you know? My reticular activating system, even when I'm asleep, is tuned into what's important to me. My RAS, even while I'm sleeping, is prioritizing all of the signals, trying to get into my brain, and it's letting the important ones through. So you can see how this is a really, really powerful tool. If it can wake me up in the middle of the night because of something that I have told it that is important to me, it can also help you achieve goals. So we talked about you're going to see cars on the road that you want. When you decide to buy a car, you're going to notice those. When you have a goal of keeping your kids healthy, or maybe it's just a goal of not getting puke in my carpet. I don't know. It could be either one. I wake up. So those things are important. We can do the same thing for our goals of health and wellness. When you have a goal, you want to tell your brain it's important. So how do you do this? Well, the more senses you can use to focus on a goal, the more your RAS is going to realize that it's important. So if you write it down, you're using your muscles, so it's tactile, and you're seeing it because you're writing it. And you're also, most people, when they write, they're talking to themselves in their head. Not everybody does. I didn't know that. I do. So I can hear myself say it while I'm writing it, but also if you say it out loud, then you're hearing it. So those are ways to get it into your RAS that is very important. And then your reticular activating system is going to focus on it. So you've heard of the law of attraction, right? Now give me a thumbs up if you've heard of it. Give me a heart if you love it. There are some people who absolutely love the law of attraction. If you have heard about The Secret, there's a movie, there's different things, you know what I'm talking about. And some people think that the law of attraction is like new age, woohoo, and they shy away from it. Other people love it and embrace it wholeheartedly. The theory behind the law of attraction is you attract what you focus on. You attract who you are. Now, I think that there's probably a little bit of new agey stuff involved. Well, I know there is, but I would like to submit that the law of attraction is mostly your RAS. Because when you are focusing on something, when your brain is focusing on making that happen, it's going to notice ways to make it happen. So if I have a goal of, I don't know, what's a goal? People want to save money. They have that weekly chart that always starts in January where you put $1 in on week 1 and then $2. They put that jar in a central spot where they can see it all the time, and they write it down. They track it, so they check it off, and then they're going to be focusing on it. So they're going to have an extra $2 in their wallet. They're like, oh, I need to make this happen. So they put their $2 in because they've realized that it's important to them. Same thing goes with other goals. When you set a goal, I'm going to work out. I'm going to work out 10 minutes today, or 10 minutes 5 times this week. It's not a very big goal, and 10-minute chunks you can make happen. If you've told your reticular activating system that this is very important to you, you're going to start noticing these 10-minute little spots of time that you can catch in a day. Oh, everybody's busy right now. I don't have to do anything. Instead of pulling out my phone and scrolling past Facebook for 10 minutes, I'm going to do some lunges and do some planks and squats, and I'm going to fit a quick 10-minute workout in. You might not have noticed that 10 minutes earlier. You might have just done some mindless scrolling. You might have just, I don't know what you do with your little pieces of time that are in the day. But once your RAS knows that you are looking for 10-minute chunks of time to fit in a little bit of fitness, all of a sudden you're going to start to see those 10-minute chunks of time. Now, any single goal that you have, you can harness the power of your reticular activating system. It is so cool. That's why it's one of my favorite parts of your brain, of your whole body, because you get what you focus on. You know, people like to say, I'm a glass half full person, I'm a glass half empty person, I'm a realist. I've heard, every single thing that you can describe yourself. Your RAS is kind of what determines that. Or maybe how you want to be makes you tell your RAS how you are going to act and interpret the world. Because if you are looking for things that are going wrong, if that's important to you, hi Brooke, if it's important to you to find things to complain about, unconsciously or consciously, your RAS is going to find things that are going wrong. You're going to be a glass half empty kind of person, because you've told that gatekeeper in your brain that you want to find things that are wrong with the world. They're there. There's also things that are good with the world. And if you've told that gatekeeper in your brain that's sorting millions of signals per second, if you told that gatekeeper that you want to focus on the positive things, well, they're there in the world too. So you and the other person, you're going to both look out at the same world. You're going to have the same signals coming in, and one of you is going to focus on the positive because you've told your RAS that you want to see the good in the world. So you're going to see that. And one of you is going to see the problems. Both realities are true. It's just how you are seeing the world. It's that gatekeeper. So what can you do to achieve your goals this year? This year, meaning the rest of this week and next, or this year, meaning like in general, the school year, or 2018. You pick. But like I said, we're not doing New Year's resolutions because those are usually big and grand and they're distant memories by February. So we're not going to do those. But let's make realistic goals that we can focus on and achieve. So you can use your RAS to achieve those tools. First of all, we've talked a lot about writing things down on these live streams, because when you write, you're bringing both parts of your brain, both halves together, the creative side and what's the other side? I want to say thinking, rational side, creative and rational side. You're bringing them both together, telling them that this is important, and also helping them to communicate with each other. Writing is powerful. And when you write it down, you can use the goal worksheet that is in the Whole Health community. I just uploaded it in the files. And you've probably heard of SMART goals, but I changed it up a little bit. Not specifically SMART. There are some things in it though. Specific, that's a SMART goal thing. We want it specific. Who, what, when, where. We want exactly, as specific as you can. You want to lose weight, okay? So instead of saying I want to lose weight, let's say I want to lose 15 pounds by summer, okay? It's a little more specific. Let's make it more specific. I want to lose 15 pounds by June 1st. That's a bit more specific. And then you can break it down even more. And you can say, I want to lose 15 pounds by June 1st. So that means I have to lose this many per week, this many per month, however you want to break it down. Because it's also measurable. You're going to know if you're achieving that. So specific and measurable. Also, you want it timed. You want to have a timeline. Like I said, June 1st was that goal. Because if it's this nebulous, I want to lose weight, how do you know if you actually did it? How do you know when that goal is done? How do you know when you can celebrate? You want it timed. So set an end date so you can know when to celebrate. And then the last one, and I think this is one of the most important things, own it. Do a goal because it's for you. Don't do it because somebody else told you that you should. Do it for you. Do it because you want that goal. Now, there's a lot of planners out there, and it's the season to buy new planners. I love new planners. I am an office store junkie. I just could go in there and just wander the aisles. I love them. You've heard me talk about my bullet journal before, and that is what I have used. I love my bullet journal. This year, I am thinking about switching because I found a planner that's like somebody looked at my bullet journal and gave it to me already typed out and printed. If you can see here, I've got my ruler. Here is June. I don't have all of my grids on there yet. I'm not done making that calendar. May doesn't have numbers on it yet. It takes me a while to set up a new bullet journal. There's December. It's already getting filled in. And then I've got my daily pages where I write down my goals and my plans for each week. I take notes in here. I set goals. Wouldn't it be nice to have my system already done for you? And I have found that. So if you're looking for a planner, if you have a planner that already fits you, stick with it. Stick with what works. If you're looking for a planner, I recommend a bullet journal because you can customize it to exactly what you need. You can write down your daily gratitudes. You can write down your goals. You can write down your daily or weekly or monthly to-do list. You can customize it to what you need. You can take notes in there. I take notes on the webinars I'm going to, the classes I'm taking. I keep notes in mine because then it's all together. But I found this planner that's my bullet journal already done. And she has other options too. So the planner that I found that I love, if you don't have a planner, check this one out. She Plans. That's the name of the planner. And I'll put a link in the comments below. She's on Etsy with ones that you can print out for yourself, or you can get them already made. And I want to draw your attention, if you go there, to her Healthy Habits. It's a 12-week workbook that it's all there. If you want to make a goal, it's all there. She's got, let me see. It's for healthy habits. So she's got some food stuff in there already for you. Seasonal charts for fruits and veggies, so you know what you can get at the best cost and when. Dirty Dozen, Clean 15, so you can plan your grocery shopping. She's got space to outline your eating plan, snack charts. It's a great planner. Oh, and it's already got water tracking, meal tracking, and a spot for fitness tracking. So it's a good thing. I love it. I haven't printed it. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to switch over for my bullet journal because I did put a lot of time into building it, but I don't know. It's so tempting because it's perfect for me. And I think you would like it. It's got space for gratitude every day. We've talked about how you should focus on gratitude because, again, when you're focusing on something that you're thankful for, when you're being grateful, it tells your RAS that that's important. And throughout the day, you're going to look for things that you can be grateful for because your reticular activating system is focused on gratitude. So I want you this week, this month, whenever, to write down some goals, not New Year's resolutions, just goals that you're going to have. Go ahead and download the goal worksheet that I have in the files. It's in the files of the community, not my page. I'm live, I think, both places right now. But download that worksheet and go ahead and write out a goal that you have to make yourself a little healthier. And then when you achieve that goal, you get to make another one. And that's how we make progress in life, one step at a time. It doesn't have to be a huge goal, it can be little. My goal last year was to exercise 5 minutes a day. That was very small and it was achievable. So when I was achieving it, I made it bigger. Kind of fallen off of that bandwagon. And so now I need to make that goal again. I do know that underneath the Christmas tree, my 4-year-old spilled the beans and I have a new trampoline under the Christmas tree. And so I'm kind of excited for that so that I can start working out again. But anyway, I will see you next week. It is the 28th next week, I think. 26th, 27th, I don't know. Oh yeah, Christmas is Monday. So it's the 26th. So I will talk to you then, or I'll talk to you on the replay. Have a wonderful Merry Christmas, and see you next week.